time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, Friday, November 21st. S&P is up 90 points. NASDAQ is up 334. And the Russell leading the pack, up a full 3%, is up 70 points. Dow's up 618. Gold's up 0.5%. Silver's down a little over 0.5%. Notes and bonds are up a third. 10-year yield down exactly 1%. Oil's down almost 2%. Natural gas up over 2%. Soybeans and wheat finished a little bit green. Corn a little bit red. Euro's up 0.25%. Euro is down 0.25%. Pound is up a little bit. And Bitcoin sliding again, down another 3%, back below 84,000. VIX, minus 13%, currently at 2305. SPX sitting on the upper expected move for the day after pushing through it earlier. As far as my trades today, my BIX got absolutely destroyed. Worst BIC day ever for me. I'm down a little less than 8K after selling some longs, but 11 tranches, 7 double stops. That is not good. That's not what you want. Let's see. I didn't do a 1 DTE, didn't do a 6-7 put calendar because there is no 6-day options with Thanksgiving. I taught the closing and hedging portion of the OPEX calendar class this morning. So I was doing that for the first, 90 minutes or so. So didn't really get into day trading until later. I ended up taking 2 trades, one in Netflix, where I was short. Let me bring that over. Netflix, where I was short here on this trend line break, and it was working well, got very close to first profit target, and then that spike came out in the market around the NVIDIA China news. I ended up getting in NVIDIA on this pullback to pre-market highs, but I kind of chased it. I would have hit first profit target had I actually just let it come to my level. So I ended up not hitting any profit target, and then 0 DTE. So by the time it came back down, those things were worth pennies. So I'm still just holding. So it's either going to be full loss on the 0 DTE or if I get lucky and we get a spike towards the end of the day. But, that's why I position size for full loss on those, because that is what can happen. Let's see what else. I've got my Apple swing trade on still. Apple's up 2% today, but I've gotten some pretty good premium decay on that. So those expire next week. I may roll next week to try to buy a little time if we don't push through all-time highs. Not too far away. 277. It's currently at 272, so there's a chance. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, that is all. Oh, on the OPEX calendar trade, it ended up being basically a scratch. I think I lost like $105. Had a chance if I would have held a little bit longer before hedging it off during this little down move. Could have made some money, but I ended up getting out in this chop. Actually, on this candle that bounced, I was trying to hedge and it bounced away from me, so missed out on some profit, but overall, basically a scratch. I think that's it for me. Chad, how's your day? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I did a 1 DTE, but I didn't put it on. It's about 30 minutes after the bell. I got 300 points wide, so that's why I did it. I ended up thankfully hitting 25% profit target, and then once price started to rip, I ended up closing it for a $800 some dollar profit. So I did one TLC in that consolidation. Oh, that was. Let's see, what time did I put that on? It's like about 10:30-ish. Oh, yeah. A lot of chop out of the gate for the first hour, 2 hours, really, almost. And so I ended up putting one on, and then the breakout happened, and I was like, okay, yeah, just not a day for delta neutral, even though it's 150 wide. It ended up being just a little over a scratch trade, like $150. So I did one day trade today this morning. It was an Apple long, it was a nice winner. So pretty light on the trades today.
Yeah, Apple never really dipped.
No.
It just kind of pushed up out of the gate and just kind of trended higher all day.
Yeah, I got in. Let me see here. Right when it. Let's see, let me check my time log here real quick. So
I'm going to guess you got in at 8:45.
I got in at 8. Yep, 8:45.
Nailed it.
Yep, a little pullback. It was just holding up.
Yes, Krish, I still have the NVIDIA. That's going to just expire. I mean, it's far enough out that it would have to spike between now and after hours up above the 192 half call strike. So I'd have to get up there. So it's just going to expire. Baidu, we were up big early when it was flushing, and then it bounced, so it's not full loss, but that one definitely needs to be closed before the end of the day. Let me bring that up. Yeah, so we were over 100% too, and I was getting ready to close some, and then it just shot up. So anyway, it's right here, but if you look at the options, you've got, let me open up some more of these. You've got no bid on the 107 or 103. So basically what you have to do is you have to we got to close the shorts because that's where your risk is. And you got to pair that with the long that has a bid. So basically what you got to do is buy that one. Or excuse me, sell that one. I have 3 lots, so I got to sell that 3 times and buy this one 6 times. And you're just going to kind of get filled where you can get filled. All right, I got filled at 89. So let me post that. Closed Baidu Fly. Two legs. Closest to the money. Due to no bid. Alright. Just posted that. NVIDIA is still hanging around unchanged.
Price feeling heavy. Coming down a little bit. Can it hold?
Yeah, S&P just kind of dipped here, didn't it? Apparently Trump is having a presser with Mandami coming up. That should be interesting.
Yes, S&P's coming down about 40 points. A little less than an hour. Krish wants down moves, so that's what it's doing.
Krish the perma bear. Krish crash.
It's a coming down for Krish.
It's only 3 points away.
It's already there.
Back below the expected move. VIX creeping back up, 2344. Oh, yeah, I mean, paper trading is, you never know what they're going to show. I don't really have any idea, Kelvin. I'm not sure I'm not sure how they would handle a situation like the AM expiration option on paper trade. It's probably beyond the scope of the paper trading platform is what I would guess. Yeah, I got it. I bought it or I sold the strangle back for 371.10. So I made some money on the short put of the calendar, made a tiny bit of money on the long put, and then on the long call hedge, lost, so ended up minus 105 was the final result. S&P still coming. Still coming for you. Still coming for the bears.
Hoping next week we don't get 100 plus moves during the day. What are we today? 140 range?
Yeah, let's see. The expected move was plus or minus 72.6. So, and we blew through that to the upside. Yeah, as far as range goes, from about 20 to 60. Yeah, 140 points.
Wild.
Even Apple's dipping. Tessie back in the red, Nvidia in the red. Junior brought back out the red crayons. A little over 27 minutes until the bell. Watson, did you take your trend line break here in the S&P? Puts would be working well. I didn't either. I had it on there, but I didn't really even plan on taking anything. Just more of a visual.
Well, 60-point move in an hour. Makes things tough.
Next week, they've got PPI on, so nothing Monday, but they've got PPI now on Tuesday before the market. No CPI, just PPI. Along with retail sales. And then Wednesday, the GDP info is tentative. Durable goods pre-market is going to be reported. Thursday is Thanksgiving. And then Friday is half day, isn't it? Let's see.
Yeah, that's correct. Half day on Friday.
Yeah. So I will be pretty light all week. Maybe I'll definitely be trading Monday and Tuesday. We'll see. I've got family and everything, everybody at the house. So we'll see if I can do anything Wednesday and then pretty much out Thursday and Friday. Getting a little bounce. Tezzy trying to stay green. So yesterday's range was ended up being bigger than the 10th, October 10th. And after that big red day, it was all back uphill to all new all-time highs. Today we got another big bounce. We'll see if we have the same thing this time. I bet Elliot and Moel are in here Elmoing. What are we looking at here?
Still pretty big moves.
$25 wide.
Yeah, I mean, we just had a 20-point bounce after a 60-point drop. Now it's coming back down. Yeah, I mean, you just never know when the 60-point move is going to come.
Just never know.
I mean, we go about, 30 minutes with no movement at all, and then you get a 35-point drop in 15 minutes.
Oh, looks like the Trump Mamdani show is starting.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of smart people, starting with the early primaries against some very tough people, very smart people. And he beat them easily, and I congratulated him. And we talked about some things in very strong common, like housing and getting housing built, and food and prices, and the price of oil is coming way down. Anything I do is going to be good for New York. If I can get prices down, it's good for New York. And we've got them down, way down from last year. We have, as you know, I've been saying to a lot of people, Walmart said that Thanksgiving this year is exactly 25% less than last year. So that's good for New York, good for everybody.
Right.
But I just want to congratulate. I think you're going to have hopefully a
on.
really great bear. The better he does,
20 minutes
Yeah,
till the
same
bell.
there's no difference in party. There's no difference in anything. And we're going to be helping him to make everybody's dream come true, having a strong and very safe New York. And congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Please.
I appreciated the meeting with the president, and as he said, it was a productive meeting focused on a place of shared admiration and love, which is New York City, and the need to deliver.
Yeah, it looks like the meeting's over, and they're just doing a little presser.
People who call our city their home, who are struggling to afford life in the most expensive city in the United States of America. We spoke about rent, we spoke about groceries, we spoke about utilities, we spoke about the different ways in which people are being pushed out, and I appreciated the time with the president. I appreciated the conversation. I look forward.
Okay. I'm not Not sure if the old Mahomes is going to get filled today. They're super cheap right now. The 66.20 looks like it's trading for around, I don't know, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, somewhere around there. It's not even a question, Articulate. Of course, opt for dollar scalping. He's a Mahomes scalping machine. All right, a little bounce getting pushed back down a little bit. Got about 7 minutes till MOC. I wasn't really paying attention. Circle had a nice day. Chopped around this morning, made a push up to yesterday's high, and just been kind of chopping there, up almost 7% on the day. Basically got back all of its yesterday's losses. Of course, it's been dropping pretty heavily. It's almost down to IPO price. IPO'd at 64 and it's at 71.5. Open Door is up 12%. Got back all of its losses from yesterday. Oracle down almost 6%. Extended its losses. Snowflake down 4. Microsoft's red. Netflix red. No, I haven't been doing Ricks lately. I mean, it's almost impossible. I mean, like the back tested version, you can't even do them when VIX is this high because you'll have zero upside profit. I mean, you could restructure them, change the strikes so that you have, profit to the upside, profit to the downside. If you're just trying to trade them discretionarily to, catch big moves, but it's very difficult to do that. I mean, I tried to trade them on a discretionary basis, and I could just never get any traction with them. And the old, the back-tested version that we used to use, that's kind of, if you look at that back test, it hasn't really performed very well. SPX dip getting bought up. Just kind of chopping here. I'm going to my 29-year class reunion tomorrow. 29 years. Why 29, you ask? Why not wait till 30? Good question. My older brother is a year ahead of me, and so his class is doing their 30 year. And they decided just to hook up with us, and we're going to have a joint class reunion, 29 and 30, class of 96 and class of 95. Plattsburgh High School. Should be interesting. Opt for dollar, class of 79. Well, I was born in 78, so I would have been one. All right, 2 minutes to MOC. Let me turn on my volume here.
Offset by loan growth and overall stable credit quality. So Fitch on US Bank says, although it expects slightly weaker economy in 2026, bank operating environment will remain supportive.
Let's just get one more flush down to lows a day. Why not? Scare the children going into the weekend. Just put a little fear into people going through the weekend. $7 billion sell number.
One minute to go now until we get the market on close imbalance data.
SPX hanging at 22. 20 butterfly, still only trading for around 65, 70 cents. Or I'll take a big buy number. Let's send NVIDIA through the roof and bail me out of my
10 seconds.
calls. That'd work too.
Market on close imbalance S&P 500 sell side 978 million.
Market on close imbalance Nasdaq 100 sell side 703 million, Dow 30 sell side 193 million, and the Mag 7 a buy side of 40.5 million.
Kind of stumbled there. A little less than $1 billion sell side. Kind of paused before he went through the others. Kind of sounded like some other British chap jumped in and bailed him out. It might have been a different person. I don't know. Sure what was going on there. His voice kind of changed after he said the S&P. All right, no reaction from the market though. Just kind of sitting here. SPX at 66.16. Netflix heading towards lows of day. Tesla dipping into the red. NVIDIA staying
Trump, when asked
red.
about Ukraine, says Zelensky will have to like my plan.
Oh, you got filled at $1.25. Very nice. Russell up a full 3% on the day. Russell darn near got back everything from yesterday. Peaked at 2410. Peaked today at 2390. All right, up for dollar. I might have to start getting a little more serious about this scalping. Just get in before MOC regardless of price. Seems to be working nicely. I got to reset up my OCO orders a little bit differently, kind of like you mentioned the other day. S&P, little dip. Getting a little heavy into this last 6 minutes. SPX down to 66.06.
Your average 20-point bar.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not getting filled into Mahomes. $2.
Five minutes to go. Stocks are coming down. Microsoft coming down pretty heavy. Tezzy coming down pretty heavy. Netflix flushed through lows. All the chips coming down. Banks aren't really coming down. Four minutes. SPX 6600. What a ride this month. SPX kind of pausing at 6,600. I was gonna do a VIX trade if we got some more follow through to the downside today, but just bounced too quick. Next thing you know, VIX is down 10%. Yeah, gold is flat on the day. VIX creeping back up towards 24. "30 seconds until the end of the week." Watson trying to claim he's Nostradamus again with his SPX pin. Nice, articulate.
Order cancelled.
Yeah, Rhett being the strongest, that would have worked well. There's the closing bell, 6603.08. Sorry, Watson, you were 3 points off. You thought you had it. All right, all. Let's get a little rest this weekend, you know? Come back refreshed, trade early in the week, and then go eat some turkey. All right, all. Take care. Have a good weekend. Talk to you soon.